Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Monday, to our Tuesday live. Normally it's on Monday, but I was traveling yesterday, so we moved it to today. So, anybody who missed the live yesterday, I announced that it will be today because, like I said, I was traveling, but it's better late than never, and so we're here back. For our weekly live, we are talking about immigration updates, answer your questions, giving you the most up-to-date information in immigration on the web. We are live on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So bring your questions. The Visa Bulletin came out a few days ago, and there's been a lot of movement in F2A category, a lot of the families categories, and EB3, and people are excited about it, that things are moving forward in all these categories. So we'll talk about it, what it means and where it's going forward. A lot of our EB3 applicants can now file for the green card. There's been a major movement in EB3, and I made a full video about it. So if you're joining here on TikTok, let me know where you're from. Drop your questions. You can line up to join me on the live. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I will post the link to join the live, so you can use it right here. And yeah, let's do it here. Let me see. There we go. Okay, here we go. The link is right there. So as I mentioned, the numbers from the Visa Bulletin were pretty surprising. I think we're going to see, as the fiscal year came to an end, they have more visas now to give around, and that's why F2A got this boost. So if you're married to a green card holder, you can file, your cases. But cases at the National Visa Center and at MVC are still stuck. So we'll talk about it as well. If you're watching this right now, we will mention that. Um, and we are live on Instagram as well. So if you are here on Instagram, post your questions too. Um, so if you have a case at the National Visa Center, those cases are still behind because they have a significant backlog, which is, they still have that backlog, right? So, but I think now that they have more visas available, you're going to see more and more people getting them. Thanks, Amy. I appreciate it. People are getting their interviews, and I think that's overall going to release you know, the the backlog. Um, will filing dates move of for F2B? The dates of filing, you mean? I think the dates of filing will move probably maybe in December. But what I can tell you is that I just came back from New York. That's the reason why we didn't have the live yesterday, because I was in New York at an interview, citizenship interview, and what I noticed by going to different places around the country is that different immigration officers are doing things differently. Like in New York, first of all, we had to wait a long time to get into the building. Then we had to wait a long time to be called. And then when we went to the interview, the officer almost had like a checklist where he had to ask the questions, the usual questions. But then he was also, they have this new thing that they were focus on the good moral character of the applicant. So they'll ask him questions. So, since you got your green card, did you do this and that? Or I noticed that you had some tickets. Can you show me that you are a responsible person in so many words? So obviously we came prepared. I had my affidavits for the client, but it just shows you that these interviews are also taking a longer time. We were inside for over 30-35 minutes for a citizenship interview. It's not what we used to, almost 40 minutes actually. So for a clean interview, it's not something that we've seen before. So I'm just telling you that yes, interviews are going faster, but they are also more strict right now. They'll question your good moral character and all these things. So you got to be prepared, because they are It's exhausting, honestly. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it. So, if you want to join me on live on TikTok, just line up, and I will add you to the live so we can be here, all of us. And if you want to join on YouTube, let me know. Um, let's see here. Joseph says, we filed since May of 2024, attended my interview since March, and have UCIS home visit on June 3rd, and still no decision have been made. That's a good question, actually. So more and more people actually getting home visits, right? So whether it's for citizenship or for green card based on marriage, once you have a home visit, you're looking at another 6 months before they make a decision. And the reason why is because the case has to go to a supervisor. It has to go through, different levels before they make a decision. So because they have to send them the notes, they have to send them the recommendation of the officer. So every time you have a home visit, it will add another 6 months to your case, at least, at a minimum, if not more. So I think for you, probably by December, you'll have a decision. Um, Maria says, do you know if people have a bona fide letter and work permit on the U visa can apply for the real ID? I believe in California they can. How long is the waiting time for I-130 filed in March 10? It depends on what kind of I-130. Is it marriage? Is it parents? Let's see here what we have on TikTok here. I'm in category F2B. My priority date is November 2016. Is my visa current? You'll have to look at the Visa Bulletin because I don't have it in front of me here. But the new one came out a few days ago and it has a lot of movement forward. F2A is moving forward, EB3 is moving forward, F2B as well. So thanks, Mo. Appreciate it. Um, all right, let's see. We have people lining up on TikTok for to ask questions. Let me take the first person, and you guys can all line up, request it, and
Hey,
yeah,
Jacob.
yeah, I can hear it.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Um, I came here 2021 and I filed my asylum
Mhm. Okay.
and I have my work permit and my social. And last month they sent me a dismissal of my um, asylum application.
Okay.
And because I never had a court date and since I came in, and but I just received the letter and they told me they dismissed my case and they say they will send me a notice on my mail when I have to go to do
To the court, right?
another interview.
Okay.
And I'm just worried about it because I had a lot of people receiving it and like they whenever even if you go for your interview like they just hold it like put you in the immigration um, detention center.
Yeah. So basically, when they dismiss those cases, it means that you don't have a pending case anymore, right? So what do you have right now?
Um, because I have my work permit and social.
Okay. But your work permit is tied to the case that was dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that work permit might not be valid anymore. So I think you should have we should do a consultation just to understand like the background, like why they dismissed it and what you can do. Because did you receive an NTA as well or no? Not yet.
No, no.
Okay, yeah,
And
because it
the
might.
developer said they will send me when I have to go like do an interview, but I'm still not receiving the letter yet
Right,
from them.
right. Yeah. Well, again, I'm happy to talk to you about it because separately, so I can actually see what's happening in your case. Um, but typically, you know, those dismissals were resulting in people getting detained. Obviously, it hasn't happened to you. Hopefully, it won't.
Okay.
But reach out
Yeah,
to me.
I renew I already renew my work permit because I've been having 2 years um
Okay.
and it's expired already and I already been trying to renew it but they still not sending me period because when I just renew it and like 2 weeks they send me the letter, they say, oh, we dismiss your
Yeah.
case. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I if you want, I'll take a look more deep into the reasons behind it. So just send me a message.
Okay.
Okay.
My other question, I have one of my friends who like he's asking if you can help with FBI fingerprint.
Yeah, absolutely. Just have him reach out. Tell him to send me a text. My number is in the bio.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Um, let me see here. Um, Aslam is asking, can you predict EB3 other workers Visa Bulletin in future movement, please? Find the action dates. And will the Dignity Act pass and be implemented? So I think that EB3 other workers will continue to advance probably forward in the late 2025, early 2026. And as far as the Dignity Act, it's hard to say. I would love for it to pass, to be honest. I mean, I think it's going to help a lot of people, but it's hard to say. Laura says, can you share what kind of questions was the client asked? If you know they ask for definitions, what type of personal questions? Oh, Laura, that's a good question. So basically, what they asked the client was more. So he had multiple speeding tickets, which the reason why they knew about it is because he hasn't paid a few of them back in the day, and then he had a warrant because if you don't pay a ticket, you get a warrant. Obviously, all this was resolved, 2 years before the interview, but the officer said, "Well, you had those things. How do I know that you're a good person now?" And that's really what they're doing right now. Laura and everybody else who is watching this to understand, they want to know. Well, you had maybe a minor, misstep, which is not a criminal thing, but are you a good person now? And that's why I brought the affidavit with me to show that he was a good person. He never had any issues since then. He has, he always pays his bills and tickets and stuff like that. So that's really where they're going for right now. Do you know if I need to bring a passport even though it expired and never used it? Yes, absolutely. You should bring it because the passport is, even if it expired, they still want to see your foreign passport if this is the only one you have. Right? Um, Jamie is asking on TikTok, can you help clients in all 50 states? And the answer is yes, absolutely. We can help clients in all 50 states, no matter where you are. All you have to do is go to the bio. There's a phone number in my bio, and send me a text, and I can help you no matter where you are. Let me see here. Yeah, the number's in my bio. You can use it. Send me a text right now. Let me see here. Okay. And those of you watching this on YouTube, this is for Sherry. You can use this number while watching the live, as I do every week. You send me the text while you're on the live, and you have priority to book a consultation with me. So you can't see the number on TikTok, but you can use the number in my bio. Just go to my bio, screenshot the number, and send me the text while we're on the live. Actually, you can do it while you're on the live right now, and I'll get it. I'll see it in my our text system, and you send it to me right now. Sikali says, how long does it take to take approval of I-130 after they receive an RFE? So, this is good because it's changing as well. So now that they issue requests for evidence, if they issue requests for evidence, it seems to me that it's taking longer for them to give me decisions. I feel like it's taking 6 to 10 months in most cases for people to get decisions. So it's best to avoid the request for evidence. So as long as you have all the documents in there, if you can avoid a request for evidence, I would do it for sure. My friend applied in March of 2024. Wife is permanent resident in Florida, and I live in Canada. What would be the new timeline? You applied for So if you look at the visa bulletin, he's not far. I think it's is it July right now that they're working on. So I don't think he's that far. Just look at the visa bulletin, and if the date is current or after, then he's good. He'll be able um, to live in the U.S. now that his date is current. Oh, great, Laura. I appreciate that. I mean, we have people that I see here every week. I appreciate all the loyal viewers that come here every week. It's amazing. Let's see here. We have Mo says, should I send USCIS an inquiry? It's been 65 days after the medical, no updates, and I want any approval. Mo, I would wait 90 days and then I would do the inquiry. Wait 90 days so you don't waste your inquiry. Um, all right, let's see. If you want to join me on TikTok, just request to join. And if you want to join on YouTube, just use the link that I'm posting right now. Hello, what's your name and what is your question? And where are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts. How are
Okay.
you?
I'm doing very well.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Actually, it's literally two.
Okay.
I have a friend of mine. I just wanted to ask for him. He actually was married to a green card holder,
Okay.
and he, in the process of cancel it, he recently moved from another country and came to live in America.
Okay.
So now they're no longer together. They actually they're in the process of getting a divorce. And the question is, now he's actually seeing someone else.
Okay.
Do you think USCIS will ever flag him for the fact that he's like they ended their marriage and he's now seeing somebody else that possibly might be getting married soon?
So did he file anything with the other person or not yet?
Yes, they did, but they never approved it or anything.
Okay. I mean, they'll definitely ask him about it. As long as it's reasonable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, but they will definitely ask him about it, and he's gonna have to be reasonable to explain what happened in the first relationship, what's going on with the second. So I think it should be fine as long as he explains it.
Should it be a time period before he applied for after getting married?
I mean, obviously, the sooner you do it, the sooner. Well, I mean, the sooner you do it, the more the suspicious immigration is going to be. So I think if, like, I have cases where people, they divorced and then they filed, but they have reasonable explanation. So as long as it's a reasonable explanation, you should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So the second question is that person also the fact that they can't their working permit is over. Will that because their job still allowed them to work? Will that affect their process of getting their green card?
And he's married just to a green card holder or to a citizen?
So a green card holder.
For a green card holder, it will definitely make a difference because only a citizen, if you marry a citizen, working illegally is being waived. Okay. Everybody else.
I'm sorry.
So if you marry a citizen and you're working without authorization, it's gonna be waived. But anybody else, like a green card holder, it's gonna be a problem. So I think if it's on the record that he worked without authorization, then he should not file while the person has a green card. He should file when the person gets a citizenship.
No. What how I told you he's in the process of getting divorced.
Okay.
His working permit is completely over because he got it from the Biden program. But the question is, if when he remarries and send his new application, will that affect his application? The fact that he's still working.
So that's my question. Is he gonna marry a green card holder or a citizen? Who is he gonna
A
marry?
citizen, a U.S. citizen.
If he marries a citizen, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. It's only matters if you
how
marry a
long he
green card holder.
continue to work,
Yes, it doesn't matter.
even if his working permit is expired.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
because when you marry a citizen, it's waived.
Okay, okay, okay. I didn't know that.
It
Thank you. I
is, yeah, of
appreciate you.
course. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if you are working without authorization, right, and then you marry a citizen at the green card interview, that it will be waived because it's just how it is. Okay. Um, let's see here. Mm, all right. So once again, remember, if you're watching this on TikTok and you want to get in touch with me right now, use the phone number in my bio. Send me a text right now. And obviously, keep sending the hearts. And let's see where we have more questions here. We have Peter, who is on. Hi, Peter.
Hey, hey, how are you, sir? How are you doing tonight? Good night.
I'm doing very well. Where are you calling from
Y-
today?
I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. I call you, I think it was
Oh yeah,
last
yeah,
week
yeah,
when
yeah.
I,
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You're gonna
yeah, I
give me
was
an
looking,
update. You're gonna give me
yeah,
an update. Right?
yeah, I was looking for you on last night because you said you was gonna be on. Sorry about that. You was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
But
on Monday night.
I posted. In the notification in the community.
Oh
I
yeah,
said that I'm not
yeah.
gonna be it. Yeah. So if you are you a subscriber?
Uh, I gotta subscribe. I just look watch you on
Subscribe.
YouTube. All
Yeah,
right.
you should subscribe because if you subscribe, you get a notification that says, "Hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna
Okay.
be here." I mean,
Okay, because I
subscribe.
even have a friend. I even have a friend that I tell about you, and she was asking me for your number. So I gave her your number, not him. Sorry about that. I gave her your number to contact you. So
Yeah.
he gonna
I'll
call
put
you
I'll put
probably
the number on the
tomorrow.
screen, but make sure you subscribe because when you subscribe, if I send a notification, all the
Yes.
subscribers get it. And the same thing on
Okay.
TikTok. I posted in the stories yesterday, so people knew that I'm not going to be here on Monday because I was traveling.
Yeah, I know you was in New York, man. I know. All right.
I
All
was in New
right.
York. Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me.
So my wife was asking me, "Hey, you call the guy already?" I said, "No, he's not on." So I passed the interview.
Oh,
So
nice.
So what happened? I get this paper that I
Okay.
passed the interview, but when
What
I
which,
check
which interview is that? Citizenship or
the two, I-751 and
and the and,
400.
and the F100? Oh my
Yes.
God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So so I went there around. Hope I'm not taking up too much time. I
No, no,
went
please.
there 1:15. Me and my
Okay.
wife and lawyer, one of the lawyer that work in the office. The lawyer was on a different mission or whatsoever what she was doing.
Okay.
So when we went in, I checked in. I sit there for like 30 minutes, and then the officer called me. So me and my wife was going in, and he was like, "Who is she?" I said, "My wife," and she said, "No, no, no, she don't need to come. I just need you alone." So the lawyer and I went in, and she just started asking me a few questions. Then I did the test. But
Okay.
then he gave me the paper that I passed. He asked me like my wife, date of birth, my wife birthday, and do you ever think about divorce? I said, no, we never thought about that. Because I married my wife not for benefit, but for real love. All
Okay.
right. So we did the test. She said I passed, and then she will notify me if they need other evidence, which way I gave a lot of evidence. So I
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even mind that. So I was checking online today, and I see my I-751. They said I did the interview on September the 9th, so they are currently processing my I-751. So
Okay.
I don't know how long am I gonna hear from them again, but I get the paper that I passed
No,
the
that's good. I
N400.
mean, it sounds, like I said, I told you that when people go for the 751 and the N400, if it's a positive case,
Yeah.
they'll approve it. Probably within 30 days, you should be getting, obviously the notification and online, and you should be. What is the oath for your citizenship?
I don't know. I only get this. So
Yeah, so
she
probably
said,
probably probably in a month, I think. So
uh,
typically, when you go, and I'm telling everybody, if you go for the 751 and the F400 at the same time, They won't do the oath ceremony the same day because they need to process your 751. So it's probably going to take a month. And after the
Okay.
month, you will get a notice saying that you approved, and then your oath is going to be on this day. And you go there, and then you become a citizen.
Okay, because my wife was like, she said like 2 to 3 weeks. I don't remember if it's 2 to 3 weeks or she just said
No, I think it's
you
going to be a month. I mean, typically it takes about a month to process this thing, and it's going to happen to you as well. But
yeah
that's good news. I'm happy.
yeah because I keep on checking like yo when they gonna approve my thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I know I gave a solid like we try to put the thing together and make it real because I
yeah.
don't marry it for fake.
No, no,
I'm being
I
honest.
believe you.
I'm not a man
I
who's
believe
gonna
you.
marry someone for like fake. I will do it with real heart love. So if I don't love you, I'm not gonna go into anything with you. And because I'm a church guy, I'm not gonna go around the bushes and beat around the bushes with anyone. So if you're with me, you're with me. If I'm not, then so it be. So they gave me the paper. Here it is. Said I pass. I'm just waiting now to swear in.
No, that's amazing.
I, I,
I think you're. Thanks for updating everybody, because I know a lot of people who are watching this. They are going through the double interview. They're thinking if they should do it or not. And I tell people you should only do it if you have a clean green card case, like you had,
yeah.
and your citizenship has been pending for a while. And this way, you'll save time on the 751.
Yeah, because I put in the N400 in March, the 27th of March, and
Okay.
it took me like, and I get back the notice, like the receipt, in April the 14th. So it basically took me like 4 months and some to get the interview scheduled. And here am I today.
Well, it's amazing.
Yeah, I
Thanks for
really
the update.
appreciate you. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Peter.
you. All
And
right.
when you get the actual oath, come back on the show again, and so we have the full cycle.
All right. Because
Okay?
my wife is like, my wife is like, don't worry, they're probably taking a little more time to process in your thing. So don't worry
Yeah.
about that. But
No, it's
I'm,
normal. It's very
I'm,
normal.
I'm not even going to check it no more because I don't
Don't
want to
check it.
see that.
Don't
All
check
right.
it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Of
Thank
course. So you can see, if you apply for the 751 um, and the citizenship at the same time, and it's a clean case like Peter's, they will adjudicate it, approve your N400. Then you go home, you wait about a month. They'll send you the approval for the 751, and then you will have your oath ceremony. Very simple. Um, let's see here. Tanya says, I've applied on January 2023, but I haven't got my green card yet. What? Well, I mean, sometimes they have delays. And remember, guys, many people are posting in here that you have delays with your green card. We there's a reason why they have the mandamus, and you should, like I said, some cases will qualify for this mandamus where we file like a lawsuit to push your case forward, right? And some of you will qualify for it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But don't think that you don't have any options, because you do have a lot of options. Hi, Asia. I'm an H-1B holder with an EB2 and a W approval. I heard it's not a good time to travel outside the US for visa stamping. Is that correct? That is correct. Um, I wouldn't travel for your visa stamping right now for a few reasons. First of all, right now they're forcing people to just go for interviews in their home countries. I actually made a video about it on YouTube today, which will be come out in a few days. The reason why it's not good is because before we were able to choose the best embassy for our non-immigrant visa to make sure you get the visa stamped right away. Right now, they force you to go to one particular embassy, which is the embassy of your home country always. And there, they might have officers that are not familiar with your EB2 or your H1B, and so you might have problems. So I wouldn't travel if I were you until the end of the year. Um, Zoomer, I was let go from 2 jobs with a TN visa. I'm doing EB3 with a different company. My priority date now is current and doing adjustment of status before the grace period. That's great. That's why I think the priority dates movement is so helpful for so many people like you. Like, this is a great example of somebody that is here on 2 visas. He lost the job. He's finally the priority date is current, and you're able to file a green card, and I think it's great. So make sure you do it, and if you need help, send me a text. My number is right here, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Jay says, my EB3 filing date is current, but the final action date is not current. Can I still file? Yes, you can. So the whole point of the dates for filing chart is that you can file your adjustment of status, but your green card is not going to be approved until the final action dates are current. So what's next is you send me a text and I can help you file your adjustment as soon as possible so we don't risk any retrogression after October. So please do that, Jay. And take advantage of the live to reach out to me and ask me your questions and get the support that you need. Zoomer, if you want to join me on YouTube right now, I'm posting a link right now. You can see the link is here, right there. Just use that link. Click on that link, and you can come on the live, and you can talk to me on the live if you want. All right, let's see. We have a lot of people here on TikTok who are waiting, and we have Omar. I'm trying to take you in the order that you hear. Hi, Omar.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Where are you from, and what is your question?
All right, right now I'm living in Michigan,
Okay.
Grandville, Michigan. All right, I'm currently removing conditions on my green card at the moment.
Okay.
I'm from Jamaica. I was wondering if I.
You were cut off for a second. You're from Jamaica, and then what? Omar?
So I have the extension letter.
Okay.
I'm currently removing conditions on the green card.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could travel.
Yeah. Do you have any criminal record?
Well, I was arrested one time, but it was dismissed with no convictions.
Okay.
And I didn't go to court.
I mean, I would, like I said, I don't know much about your case. I don't have, but from what you told me, I would be careful to travel. I'm not saying you shouldn't travel. I'm just telling you be careful because right now, just so you know, when you're traveling right now, the CBP, they have what is called a hit list. They have all these lists that they receive from the police and all that. And so people that were arrested, convicted, everybody is flagged. Now, what they're going to do with this information, I don't know. Particularly in your case, I'm just telling you that they have a lot of data that they're using right now with a system that wasn't seen before. So just be aware of that. I'm not saying you shouldn't travel. I'm just saying that right now they have a system that tells them about your tax delinquency, criminal record, social media stuff. They know all that. So if you travel, you should be aware that it could be an issue for you. Okay.
On social media, it's just the one problem I get in with.
No, that's fine. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a major issue for you, but the government right now, they have a lot of information. They even know, like I said, they even know when people are exiting and entering the country. So the fact that they ask you when was the last time you entered is just to see if you're lying to them, but they know all of it, right? So they know that you were arrested.
Yeah.
So they might ask you, hey, Omar, were you ever arrested? And so if you're going to say no, he's going to see it on the computer and he's going to say, oh, okay, so you're lying to me now. And that's why I'm going to give you trouble. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm being honest with you. Even when I was removing the conditions, I was charged with this, and then
So as long
was made and dismiss it, and then they seal the case.
as long as you're honest with them, I don't think you have a problem.
Yeah.
But nobody can guarantee anybody's return because right now there's so many complications, so we don't know how they see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one more question. I'm also getting an offer for just a seasonal job in a different state.
Okay.
Just for like 5 months. I was wondering, me and my wife is okay with it, but my address will still be permanently here.
Okay.
I was I would still update the system and let them know about the temporary seasonal job. I'm just thinking, would that affect my case?
I mean, I don't think it's going to impact your case. Like I said, as long as you explain it in a reasonable manner when you need to explain it, it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it's going to impact your case.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything
Well,
just weird because I want to tell you something. I traveled in this year, but I traveled before Donald Trump coming to power. When I was coming back in, they did take me in secondary inspection, but they didn't even ask me nothing. They just take me down there and then they just give me
Yeah.
a green card and say I must go. And then I asked him, I turned around and said, "Why did you pull me away?" He said it was because of an arrest, but I guess he saw the dismissal and everything on it. Maybe that's why you give him that.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you right now, arrests are flagged in the system. So anyone that is arrested, even if you're not convicted, it will still be flagged. Now the question is what the officer is going to ask you, right? We don't know, but they'll see it on the computer that you've been arrested. It will flag it. They might send you to secondary, and you have to explain to them. So that's what I'm saying. It's really up to you if you want to take that chance for this to happen. But it's not like what this arrest is a bar for you to travel. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, just be aware that it's going to come up in the system when you do that. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
What you're doing, you've been doing a good job.
I appreciate you tuning in every week.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
Thank you, sir.
night.
Thank you, sir. And with this note, anybody who's watching on TikTok, make sure you follow me as well, so you get all the notifications. And also people on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, because if you're not going to subscribe, if I notify that I can't be live on one day and I'm going to be on another day like I did yesterday, only the subscribers receive the notifications, and only people that are following me see my stories. So please do that. And this way we never, And again, I have questions here about people want to know how to get in touch with me. You're watching the live. My number is in the bio. Please send me a text right now. If you're watching this on TikTok, just screenshot my bio and send me a text. Keep sending, the hearts on the screen. I don't see them anymore. That helps, get more people on the live. And you guys on YouTube, use the number here to send me a text right now from the live. That number right here, and then you can book your consultation and get a priority before anyone. Let's see here. I'm a green card holder and I owe taxes. Minor. I have a payment plan. Am I at risk of being detained while traveling back in the US? You're not at risk of being detained, but if you apply for your citizenship, it could be a problem. You'll have to provide documents to explain why you missed payments on your taxes, which happened to one of my cases recently. How long does it take to remove conditions from my 751 waiver? This is job. But right now it's taking about 39 months on average. Okay. My priority is 2024 November F2A. How much do I need to wait? I believe that they are working on July right now, so you still have another 6 months, if not more. Didar, you can join the live, absolutely. And I'll get another person right now. What is your name and what's your question?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you for hosting me. My problem is that my I-130 has been approved in April 7, and it has been installed into USCIS storage because during the complete when I was completing the I-130 form, I made a mistake and did not mention that the petitioner, the beneficiary is overseas and
Okay.
will go consular processing. So after approval, the I-130 has been installed, and we have also filed I-824
Did you file it?
to to release I-130 from USCIS to NVC,
Okay.
and until now, it is not yet
Adjudicated.
approved. Achieved, because the message I received from I-130 is the same. We are reviewing your I-130. I mean your 824. I don't know yet the time which they will make a decision to release my I-130, since my 824 has been filed on May 29, and until now there is no decision.
So remember one thing, and that's important for everybody who's watching this. When you file the I-130, you have to tell them exactly where you're going to go. I think you just didn't know, right? And so if you put the wrong place, you have to file a form I-24 to send it to the embassy. In this case, like you did. The problem with this is that these forms are taking a long time to be processed. There's a backlog right now because many people made this mistake like you did. Do you understand? So you kind of like
Yeah.
you're stuck in the backlog right now. So you have to obviously, follow up with them, make inquiries, maybe even use a congressional. But the I-24s are very slow right now. So hopefully yours will come out of it. But somebody has to put pressure on them. Are you doing it yourself, or do you have a lawyer, or how does it work for you in your case?
I don't yet have a lawyer, but not because I don't like, um, but because I'm not having the full information about the process, so that I may take a decision to hire a
Yeah.
lawyer.
Yeah. So basically, what happened, like I said, you made a mistake during the I-130, which is fine. Now you filed the I-24, but the I-24 is also a process where they need to essentially change the designation. Once they did change the designation, you still have to go through the National Visa Center to get the case processed and then have an interview. You understand? So you're not done yet. You still have a long process to go with the National Visa Center, with the State Department. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I think you need a lawyer now to be able to put some order in this process, put pressure on the government to release I-24, designate to the right embassy, and then put pressure on the National Visa Center to schedule you for an interview. That's like the sequence of things.
Um. Uh. If if you allow me to release my problem, which is sad, and suddenly my daughter has passed away during the process of I-824, and we have filed for expedite the case, and but because we have buried the case, is was denied. My expedition was denied. I don't
That
know whether
that was denied.
I don't know whether it is in the wrong process that we have gone through, or it is because they don't just want to expedite my case.
I mean, I don't think you're doing the wrong process. I mean, I think you're doing the right process. It's just that they don't to expedite something like that. They have their reasons, right? So they probably didn't like your reasoning for it, and therefore your file was denied. But it doesn't mean you cannot try again, or maybe there's a different angle to go about it. But it once you make that original mistake, those cases stay in the limbo, and we have to push them through, which is what we do with our cases.
So, how can I contact you privately, not on social media in this way?
Yeah,
Can I have
just
your
send me a
email?
text. Yeah, just send me. Do you see this number on the screen?
So, keep this number on the screen so that I may write it now.
Yeah. I'll keep it for you. This number goes straight to my system, and you just mentioned that you were in the live and you need my help.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
writing it now. Let me copy this number.
Sure. Okay. And then send me a text after you hang up, and then we'll get you sorted.
Okay, okay. Can I call you maybe after?
Send me a text right now, and then we'll set you up for tomorrow or the next day. One of my team members. Okay.
Okay. Do you use WhatsApp?
This should be it should be on WhatsApp too. If it doesn't work on WhatsApp, send the usual number, but it should be on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's see. We have more people here. We have a lot of questions coming in. Oh, we have a lot of questions here. How long does it take to get travel document on EB5 if I've applied in June? This is from Challenger. It takes about 6 months to get a travel document. Let's see. We have Instagram. We have how long does it take for your waiver approved for 751? It takes about 24 months right now. Okay, let's see. Should I send the USCIS an inquiry? It's been 65 days. I would wait 90 days. I'm married to a citizen, but if work off campus unauthorized as an F1, still get accepted? Yes, you will. As I mentioned before, even if you work without authorization and you are married to a citizen, it is still fine. Okay, let's see. I think Everson was waiting for a while. Let's get Everson. Everson?
Hey, good evening. How you doing?
Doing very well. Tell me what your question is.
So I got a question. So I withholding or removal. I got agreement in 2009,
Okay.
and since last year I started getting I got a letter to go to Federal Plaza to put check-ins to fingerprints and face recognition.
Okay.
And I went twice already, every 6 months pretty much. And I had the other one on December, but last week, ICE called me and they said they needed me to go.
So you're saying that you have withholding of removal, and they still ask you to go to the check-in, right?
Yeah.
And then what
But the
happened?
thing is,
Yeah.
that they told me to go next week. Because they move it to next week.
Okay.
They just needed a date so they can just confirm that I was going. So I told them on Friday. So my question is, what do you think it could happen? Because they told me they're gonna review my case, so I didn't get that part. Because I asked them, I delayed.
No, I'll tell you what's going to happen. And this happened exactly to one of my clients. So you had to previously and it's important for everybody to hear this. If you have withholding of removal or any other benefit that requires you to check in, how often were you checking in with ICE before?
No, this will be the third time, but since December.
That's when you got your withholding, right?
No, withholding removal in 2009.
Yeah, but since 2009, did you have to check in once a year with them, or what was your process? Not at all?
I only renew work permit like every year.
Okay, the work permit.
That's
So,
about it.
so what happened to one of my clients that had withholding just like you? She had the work permit, she was working. The ICE called her and they say, hey, we want to review something with her. She showed up, kind of like you're gonna go. And then when she showed up, they detained her. They said, you have to sign this, that you are waiving certain things. And thank God she didn't sign it, but they wanted her to send something that she's waiving her rights to something, and she's agreeing to be sent to China. She's from China, and her withholding is for China. So that's what happened to her. I suspect something similar could happen to you. You show up there, they'll force you to sign something, and then they'll detain you. This person is still detained. So I think this is going to happen to you as well. So I think you should have an attorney with you, potentially postpone the meeting with them, because they might do that to you as well. And once they detain you, it will be hard to get you out on a bond.
How can I like change the date or anything like that? Because I tried to call ICE. Because the only thing I could do is like
So Everson,
giving us like excuse, right?
no, I know, Everson, but remember, let me tell you two things. First of all, I know for a fact there are ICE agents who are watching my lives. Okay, so I don't want to say to you what you should do uh, to help you in this case. What I want you to do is send me a text after the show, and I'll meet with you in the next couple of days, and we'll discuss it, because there are certain things we need to do to strategize that you can do to get this rescheduled, but I don't want to say it live because I know they're watching, and I don't want them to change the procedures as a result, because they've done this before. Okay, so you send me a text, but this is happening to a lot of people with withholding, and this shouldn't happen, because withholding is a protection for you. Where are you from originally? El Salvador, exactly. So yeah, so we need to kind of discuss it, because like I said, once you're detained, it's going to be hard to get you a bond, and we want to make sure we prevent this. So yeah, just go to my bio, send me a text right now and say, you saw me on the live, you're the guy from El Salvador with the withholding, and we could set up a time to discuss and plan how to postpone it and what to tell ICE to make sure that they don't well, first of all, they allow this, but also they don't come and detain you at your house. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so try to get the appointment for tomorrow. You can ask, Juan is going to be the person receiving your text, and tell him that you need to talk to me tomorrow, and he'll set you up even if it's after work. Okay, thank you, my friend. So guys, remember, there's many people that have withholding of removal, which means you're protected from removal, and yet ICE is harassing people. They're making them sign documents to cancel it. They're getting people detained at the check-ins, right? They're doing that. And so we need to be prepared for that. We need to know what to do. We need to find ways to not to just show up without knowing what's going to happen. Let's see here. We filed our national interest waiver in March. This is from Jenny, and got approved. Is our status current to file for the green card? So Jenny, it depends. I have to look at your priority date, and if your dates are current, then you'll be able to file for the adjustment. But that's amazing that your NIW was approved. Let's see here. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm EB3 unskilled. My priority is 22 of July. Can you predict my priority date is current? Again, EB3 is moving fast, Riyaz. So it's not current today, but I believe it will be current in the next 6 months. Kate, Kante, I have a VAWA case pending, and I just got married to my wife. What consequences can she file for me? Should I notify USCIS to withdraw? So I wouldn't withdraw anything until your new case is filed, and then you can talk to your attorney to strategize when to file. Remember, if you have a good benefit like Asylum or VAWA, don't cancel it until you discuss it with the attorney and see what are the options that we have to convert your case from something else. Let's see here. All right, thanks guys for the hearts on TikTok. I appreciate you. We've got a lot of okay, here we go. Trying to get you guys in the order that you're waiting for. I hope I'm getting the order right. What is your name and where are you from?
Martha, Houston, Texas.
Okay.
So I'm reaching out because I got a driving conviction
Okay.
in Illinois.
Okay.
During that time, I didn't have a driver. I didn't have DACA until a couple of years after. I was given a speeding and no driver license, and I used my passport at the time.
Okay.
So I just recently went through looking for my stuff, and I found the ticket. I did reach out to them, and I saw that they told me, the state attorney office told me that I have a conviction driving on my driving record.
Okay.
I am currently waiting for my advance parole for January. And if I get approved, then I get to go. But would that be an issue coming back into the United States?
Um, it could be. It could be. Right now, I mean, people that have advanced parole, they don't really have any issues unless they have something in the record like you have. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's still something. So it's hard for me to say what's going to happen because we don't know who's going to be at the border when you cross. But those are the things that they get flagged.
Okay. Do you know if those driving convictions can be not removed, or I don't know what to call it, but can it be something
Expunged.
Sponge? Yeah.
You know, they can, but immigration is still going to know about it. And so it's really important for citizenship eventually when you get your green card, just to explain that you are a person of good moral character, that you're not doing this on purpose or on a regular basis. If it ever becomes as an issue about your character, right? But it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a reason for them to detain you at the airport.
Okay.
Okay.
Even though if it gets sponge.
No, you can. But again, for immigration purposes, it's not going to make a difference because immigration, they go behind the expungement in all cases. Okay. All right. Just so you know. Thanks,
Thank you so
Maria.
much.
Of course, anytime. Let's see here. I have pending 751 based on battery and current divorce. Can I file for N400 while is pending? You can, but it seems like it's a complicated case, you know, with the battery, and you have to prove certain things. I don't know if it's gonna be as smooth as Peter, who came up earlier, in his case. So it's hard for me to tell you if you should do it or not because I recommend people to do it when you have a clean 751 and then you file for citizenship. But if it's not clean, because the battery is a matter that could be questioned, like what do you mean? What happened? So I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it. Like if I was your lawyer, I would say no. And guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, please follow my account right now. Share the live. And if you want to get in touch with me now, the best way to do it is use the phone number in my bio. It is the quickest, fastest way to get in touch with me. And if you're watching this on Instagram, you can send me a DM because we are taking DMs right now. Okay. Bang is asking, how do you know if my visa status is current? It was documentary complete in February. I'm F2B. Well, you have to go to the Visa Bulletin, look at the dates when you filed your case, look at what is pending right now, and that's how you're going to know if your priority date is current or not. It's the only way. Okay. Mandy, do you work with clients in New York? Yes, of course. I just came back from New York. I was representing somebody in New York. Because immigration is federal, we can represent clients by phone, remote, so there's no issue with that. All right, so this is for YouTube. I think we are. Ahmad, this will be your last question on YouTube and Facebook. It will be in an hour on live. For TikTok, I still have a few more questions I'll answer, but for you guys on YouTube, this will be the last question. I'm DQ since 2024. My priority date is still not current. Do I have to update petitioner document when it's current? Yes, absolutely. You have to provide new tax returns if the MVC will ask for it. Don't send anything until they ask for it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you need to get in touch with me to help you with your case, to expedite your case, send me a text right here. We are here normally every Monday. Next Monday is I think it's next Monday. There might be something that I have to do, so we might push it to Tuesday again. I'll decide later this week, and I'll let you know. I'll update it in the stories on TikTok, and of course, I'll put it in the community on YouTube. So you should follow me and know if the lives will be on or not. Typically, they're on every Monday, but next Monday I might be busy, but I will let you know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching on YouTube. I'll see you next time. And as always, put your comments in the comments. Put your questions in the comments. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.